Welcome to Thrilled Thrifter. My name is Julie, and in today's video I have something very different for you. We normally go thrifting here every week on Thrilled Thrifter, but because this is a Labor Day weekend, I'm going to change it up just a little bit to give you some fall inspiration. I am still in the process of filming my fall home tour for 2024. I'll be showing that over on Thrilled Thrifter Home and Family, but today I thought it would be fun just to kind of give you some fall inspiration on what you can do with thrifted pieces for fall. You could just watch this through Labor Day weekend. I will not be posting my new and updated fall home tours for 2024 until I think starting Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. I have to look at my calendar. But in the meantime, I'm having a hard time finding fall home tours for the current year. So in looking for videos just to kind of get some inspiration, I'm finding that I'm having to go back and find people's 2023 fall home tours, which is perfectly fine because you get some great inspiration and some ideas from those videos as well. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and just compile my 2023 Fall in Love with Thrifting series into one video. So you can just have one long video to watch. You can put it on while you're decorating, just put it on while you're hanging out at the house, and just kind of, you know, see what I did last year with my fall home decor. It is so funny for me to watch when I made this video and kind of put it together. There are so many things in my home that are different now, and the way I decorate certain areas is so different. There's been several home makeovers, and so I'm excited for y'all to see fall 2024 home tour. But in the meantime, we're just going to go ahead and put this video out so that you can have some kind of fall inspiration. So I'm going to get off of here and just play the footage from 2023 of how I decorated everything for fall, and most of those home decor items were with thrifted pieces, and so many thrifted furniture pieces as well. So I just don't want anybody to be confused, so I will have on the screen most of the time that this is 2023's fall home tour. I'm just kind of putting this video out there, especially for like during the Labor Day weekend, just so you can kind of be getting some ideas without having to go back through my channel and really look for each individual video that I put up. So I kind of try to put them all in one for you and just reproduced a new video, but just with that footage from 2023. So I hope that y'all enjoy that. I'm going to roll the footage. Y'all just enjoy it. While you're watching this, I can promise you that I am finishing up my fall decorating for 2024 and filming it for y'all so I can have it up next week and ready. Let's just start over here and I'll show you, you know, just if you're kind of walking around my house or my living room, how all of these beautiful thrifted pieces come together to make a cozy country grandma house. I wanted to show y'all the curtain hanging up here is something that I've thrifted, I don't know, several months ago, but I wasn't really sure how I wanted to use it. Well, this is what I've decided to do with it here, just on this window, and I just have it pulled to one side. I used to have like two white sheer panels up there, and I wanted to change it up. So I really kind of like how I did that. Just kind of pulled it to the side, and then it's just kind of, you know, bunched up over there on top of the hearth. So I really like that little area. This little table over here is kind of new. I used to keep this in between my two chairs over on the other side of the room, but I moved it over here, and I really like it because this is our couch that we got from IKEA. And the reason I wanted one of these is because I do like to change things out so often. You can completely change the cover off of this couch and the chair and ottoman that I got. So you can buy like a replacement complete couch cover for like under $100, I think, from IKEA. And it recovers the whole couch, and I absolutely love that. And I love that you can take this completely off and wash it if you want to. So that's what sold me on the IKEA couch, and I do love it. We're still trying to get used to it because it is new. We're trying to kind of get it broke in, but I love, this is the blanket that I got at the Bell's Outlet. And then I love these beautiful pillow covers here and pillow inserts I got from IKEA also, to go for my new fall colors kind of. And then I've had these pillow covers here I've had for a while, and I really just love the mix of colors here. The blue with this, I don't even know what color this is, but it goes so well here with the blanket you can see for fall. I really love this new setup and style that I've got going on over here with the little end table. It just looks so homey to me and country. I absolutely love it. And then I did finally change some things around up here by this clock. So I took those two what are they called? Galvanized metal pieces down that were on both sides of this clock, and I decided to put this little thrifted mirror and then 3 little ironstone plates over there. Here they are. I come over here to get a little closer look. They're probably crooked because, again, I have a grandson that likes to stand on the couch and mess with these. And that's okay, but he don't mess with them all the time, but every now and then he likes to get a hold of them. But yeah, I like how these look so much better than those 2 galvanized pieces that I have up here. Definitely fits my style so much better. And then, of course, my thrifted coffee table that we are still loving, my $3 coffee table find. I have a whole video on this, how I bought this for $3, made it over. It's an Ethan Allen coffee table. It is probably one of the best score as far as price goes on thrifted pieces that I've ever got. And I still love it. I am still using this years later and absolutely love how it looks in my home and in my home decor. Just some more beautifully thrifted pieces here that I've kind of collected and put together. I definitely think that all of these beautiful colors that I have going on for fall, they just complement each other so well, in my opinion. You just have several different colors going on, but again, I really love how this all came together this year. Wall area where I have things decorated and kind of moved around a little different here lately, and give you a little up close view of it just to some music. So many of y'all have told me that I should paint the back of this hutch a different color. Okay, so the last thing in the living room that I'm going to share with you is if you swing around this way, you will see that I have an antique buffet cabinet here that I inherited from a great aunt. Now, I did paint this. I kind of regret it now, but I did paint this. It was all this color here, but that's okay. I still love this piece very much, and the fact that it came from a family member means so much more to me. But I just have some beautiful decor here that I'll share with you. I have some old shutter doors that I kind of layer things with just because it kind of helps fill in this pretty big wall that you see over here behind the buffet. And then I have some pieces just here underneath, a little basket, and just some decor that I really love but didn't want to put in storage, so I just kind of have it tucked down there for now. So yeah, I'll just kind of show you all this decor up close really quickly. I had to turn that lamp off because it just gives such a weird color when I'm trying to film. But I did want to show y'all just real quick. Here is my oil lamp holder that I have here that we have actually used several times in the past. And then again, this is just the other side of the bar. And I have my little thrifted rocker over here, and it has that material on this chair that is the same material I used in my kitchen. So I got this at a garage sale a while back, and I brought it home and shampooed it. And believe it or not, this is one of the most favorite furniture pieces by everyone that comes to our house. I don't know what it is. I guess it's kind of like being at grandma's house. I mean, literally. And it's just comfortable. Everybody loves it. So I love this little garage sale find here. And let me give y'all one last little overview of the living room area. I have to do this in sections because my living room is like kind of long and skinny, if that makes sense. It's not really big and square. I mean, it is big. It's big enough for us. It's perfect. But as far as for filming, it's hard for me to really kind of see. So I'm going to stop right here at the door and then turn myself around just so you can kind of get an overview of how all of these thrifted pieces come together over time. And again, I'm just going to kind of swing around. Okay, and I thought I would give y'all a little shot of what it looks like in here without all of the bright lights on and the brightness up on my camera. It just has a really cozy little feel. First walk in our back door, you are met with this island here that is a very busy space. It's where I keep a lot of our produce and different things up here. I have so many thrifted pieces in this kitchen and in my home that y'all would be so tired of me saying this is thrifted, this is thrifted, this is thrifted. So just know that probably 90% of what you see is thrifted, with the exceptions of a few things. So with that being said, I'm just gonna kind of take you around my kitchen, show you how I have things decorated. But I also try to decorate in a way that is very functional, because we use our kitchen on a daily basis, sometimes for more than 2 meals a day. Now, I told y'all that I was going to be keeping things real here, and so you see that I have some brown spotted bananas. And that's just keeping it real. I would not take those down if someone was coming to visit me, so I'm not going to take them down for you because y'all are just, you're my friends. Now, I did want to point out this beautiful silverware here that I got just recently from a friend of mine. Her name is Donna. She has a YouTube channel here. And y'all, she took the time to think about me and send me all of this beautiful silverware. So I have that displayed here right on my island where I can think about her and just how thoughtful that was of her to send me that. So anyway, yeah, here is the island that we just keep here in the middle. It just kind of grounds the space. And I have to have have plenty of room around in my kitchen for my daughter to get around in her wheelchair. And then over here, a lot of action happens over here. We just have, you know, things out on the countertop that we don't necessarily use, but then some things we do, like these little bowls we will pull from and use. The pie plate I will actually use. And then the open shelving that I did, I try to make this a very functional, like open pantry type kitchen everywhere as well. So I like the way it looks. It just looks, you know, very country to me, and I like how the shelves are open. However, I am getting kind of tired of that. I did that probably a couple of years ago, and I'm thinking about putting some primitive little curtains up there, but I'm not really sure. Y'all give me all your ideas and we'll see what I decide to do later. I do like to keep some of my canned goods just out and about as well. I think they're beautiful, and we actually use them. That is canned cranberry juice, and it is so good. Just some pieces here around my sink. Again, just very functional, easy to grab things. Again, all thrifted here. Beautiful little pieces. Here's the windowsill, kind of how I have it decorated with a lot of my beautiful, fun, thrifted pieces that I love just to look at. They bring me so much joy. So over here on this side of the sink, or the countertop I should say, we just have some more of my beautiful collected thrifted pieces over here. A lot of them I actually use for day-to-day things, like this little tin here with all of the chickens on it. It holds my tea bags. That's just, you know, for decoration, but I did have little wooden spoons in that. And I love to stack these restaurant-ware type plates here. Not only are they beautiful, but I use them as spoon holders when I'm cooking. Of course, a cutting board is always, you know, something you need in your kitchen. And then this beautiful, primitive, country-looking pitcher right here, I use it to hold all of my wooden spoons. Then just moving around over here to my stovetop, I have a little shelf here above my stove with a few of my collected pieces that I love. And I wanted to tell y'all how this was holding up. It's got salt in it, and I've really not had a problem with this like getting clumpy or anything. Some of y'all said that it might do that, but it has not done that to me yet. Of course, it's only been there, what, about a month, so we'll see. But otherwise, it's still working very well for me. And then I just have some more beautiful little pieces here that I just love to look at, all thrifted of course. And then I have a couple more items down here that I just kind of keep on my stovetop. Sometimes we will put, like if I bake muffins or something like that, we'll put them in something, and then I can just kind of set them down in here, and it looks nicer if they're just kind of all concealed to the basket. And then this holds just my smaller wooden spoons. And then I just have a few other pieces here. Here's one of my newer pieces here hanging on the wall. And I love this. I just put some of my little vintage kitchen utensils on that. Just hung them off of there for now. I think it is so cute. So yeah, that's just over here by the stovetop. All of the thrifty pieces that I've collected and like to use for day-to-day use. And then of course our oven that I think is on the brink of dying. This thing has been here probably for 30 years, and I do love this oven. It cooked very well, but I think it's about to see its last Thanksgiving meal cooked in it because it's having some issues. And I really hate that because they really just don't make appliances like they used to anymore, which is why I've not got rid of this one. It has been probably the best appliance we've had in our house. So anyway, moving along. Up here is just a big open area. You see where that curtain is? I just use that to store like my bread machine and different things like that. It's just a big open space. But I made that little primitive looking curtain to hang up there just to kind of conceal that stuff. So this area here is pretty much where I am either preparing baked goods or where I am serving a meal. So this is where, you know, I will stand and do just a lot of that stuff, chopping, different things like that, because it is all open to my living room, so I can be, you know, talking with the family or watching TV or whatever while I'm over here doing all of the work. So I do try to keep these areas pretty much open in the front. Of course, you know, I love my decor, so we're gonna have a little bit of that going on. Over here on this side of the oven, I just have some beautiful copper pieces, and I love these because they have this little brass piece right here. I just love those kind, and I loved how like old and aged these look. And then just a few more thrifty pieces over here in the corner, corralled for decor. However, this is a butter keeper, and we actually do use that, and I really love it. It's got that beautiful blue stripe. And then just some more decor here. I just mainly use this to hide cords. It's an old radio and I love it. And then on just to flour and sugar and some more decor and a few more pieces here. On the island, again, I just keep things pretty simple. I have some beautiful little pieces that I love here corralled on a silver dish so that I can just pick this up and move this very easily and fast if I need to, because like I said, we do serve a lot of meals on here. Now here is the bar, and then right above the bar I have a beautiful little picture right here. But then I have my vintage bowl collection up here that I love. So that's just what I keep above my bar. And then I have all of my restaurant ware plates lined up there along the top that I really, really like as well. I'm still on the hunt for like 2 more of those. I kind of ran out. But yeah, so that is what this side of my kitchen looks like. I do have a pretty large kitchen, and I do love that. You should have seen this kitchen before I painted it. I'll try to remember to put that video down in the description if you want to go see what my kitchen cabinets look like before we painted them. It is 100% a beautiful transformation. Okay, and like I mentioned, this is the island that kind of grounds my kitchen. And then I have a shelf here that my husband built, and I just use this. So if you come around to this side, you can definitely see the collection of things that we use to do a lot of baking. This is where I told y'all this is a real life working kitchen. It's open shelving here, so it is so easy for me when I am standing over here cooking and preparing things just to walk right here and grab what I need. I pretty much know where everything is, but I do have everything labeled with this, you know, vintage style, type sticker, and I love that. And I just have things all the way down that I use constantly. And this just, it works for our family. So I do keep this here with it open like this. If I can find a different system for all of this here in the middle one day, I will change it out. But in the meantime, this works. And again, down here you see a 5-gallon bucket on the floor. That is where I keep like bulk sugar. And I have it in here. Normally I keep it in our, not prepper pantry, but our like overflow pantry, like our big pantry where we keep a lot of overstock things. And I normally keep it in there, but it works perfectly to keep the air fryer on. So the reason I do keep this 5-gallon bucket in here is because it is the perfect size to put the air fryer on when we're not using it, so that my daughter Elizabeth can come and get this and move it to the countertop. That way she doesn't have to bend down too far. It's just the perfect height for her to grab because she air fries a lot of stuff. And so convenience is just what has to happen, and accessibility is what has to happen sometimes over aesthetic. So yeah, that's why that is there. And then I have another bucket down here with some water glassed eggs in it, because that's the reason you heard a lot of chicks in the beginning of the videos, because we were having to restock our whole flock. Like something got a hold of a lot of our chickens, and we're only down to 2. So my egg supply, fresh yard eggs, is down really, really low. And thank goodness when they were in overproduction that I water glassed some of them. And so I keep them in there just because I can pull out as I need, and you have to rinse them off and all that kind of stuff. And I did have them again in our overflow pantry, but it's just not convenient because I actually do need these right now and pull from them almost every day. So So this is a Berkey water filter system. We do use this on a daily basis. My only regret with this thing is that I did not buy the bigger one because I have to fill it constantly. But I do love my Berkey, and I love that our water is super clean and filtered really, really well. So that's what that is. I get questions all the time about what is this thing here in the middle of my kitchen. So yeah, one more little look there with the island included. This is just, you know, real life of what my thrifted kitchen looks like here. And then I'm going to swing it around for y'all and show you this side of our kitchen. Over here I have like an everyday pantry that I keep things in, and then just some baskets on top of that. And I don't have the top of my refrigerator decorated really up this year. I just have a couple of simple things. That crock is from Tractor Supply, the big one, and then the small one is of course from Goodwill, and I just have some wheat in that. And then here's all of my beautiful treasures over here on this open shelving system. On the peg rack that we installed underneath this here, I just hang things off that I actually use and that I love. So there's just a mixture of things here. I actually do use the apron, and a lot of things I don't use, but I just think that they are pretty. So they are hanging here just for looks. Now my coffee bar is nothing fancy because, again, who doesn't have coffee every day? I mean, if you don't have coffee every day, what do you have? Tea, orange juice, milk? Please let me know down below. And then again, this is also just more of a functional open type pantry area that I have with all of my Wexford pieces, which my little grandson helps me rearrange anytime he's over here. So straighten those back up. Yeah, he likes to move these around and do his own thing. But actually I have food in every one of these except for one. I am out of, I believe it's chia seeds that I need to refill back there. But I do use this area as another open pantry area with my thrifted Wexford pieces that I love. And then I have a little bread box down here that sometimes I keep potatoes in. Sometimes I keep just different supplies in it that I might need, coffee or what have you. So yeah, this is just what this little area looks like over here in this corner. And then here's just our eat-in kitchen table. I do not have a separate dining room, so we just have to make this work. And since there is only 3 of us living in the house right now, I just have it set up where there are 3 chairs. But I do have a leaf that can go in this table. It can open up, and we actually have more chairs. They're just kind of dispersed throughout the house or in storage. So if we do need those, we pull them out. But yeah, I love this. This is a Facebook Marketplace find, and I love it. And again, just some more of my collected thrifted pieces here on display. The plates that you see stacked underneath here, I think that they just give everything that country feel that I love. But we also do use those when we have a big family gathering. That is some vintage restaurant ware that I love, and they're big plates. So all the guys really like when we pull those out when we have a big family gathering. Again, here's just another look at the area that we use to sit and eat. I thought I would go ahead and share this area right here. We do have 2 bar stools that actually match the kitchen table chairs here beautifully. And these 2 bar stools, I actually have 3 of these. Again, I just have another one in storage, and we just pull it out as needed because there's no sense in having all of them out all of the time. If everybody's here, we'll go ahead and pull it out. But in the interest of space, we just have 2 here that we keep at our bar. Since, again, we don't have a dining room, this just works perfectly for us. If 1 or 2 of us are wanting to eat something, we will 9 times out of 10 sit here at the bar. Fun story about these bar stools is I got these after I got my kitchen table. So I found my kitchen table, and then I found these bar stools separately on Facebook Marketplace, and they actually match my kitchen table perfectly. I mean, to a T. It's like they were made to go together. I mean, they actually might have really been, but I don't know. But I'll step back and let you kind of look. So I think that that was so fun that I was able to find both of these pieces on Facebook Marketplace secondhand, but at separate times. So that just goes to show you to definitely shop around. People say sometimes, well, you can't get matching this and you can't get matching that. Well, I really don't want all matching things, but I was super excited to be able to find these to match my kitchen table. Just a lot of fun to be able to do that. We have a pretty large hallway, y'all. It's a pretty big hallway, and I need to do some painting. I'm still not finished with some things here, but this is a recent thrift find. This very large mirror. I think I paid $3 for this. It is huge. I do love this. I kind of want to put a little wreath on it and maybe put some things on each side of the mirror, but I don't have what I really love to put there right now, so we're just going to leave it like that for now. And then over here is just a vine wreath. I did a little DIY vine wreath for fall. I added these things. I got these at Michael's, and then I can take them out and decorate this for Christmas as well. So then right here is the guest bathroom, or my teenage daughter's bathroom, I should say. And I just have this decorated also with a lot of thrifted things. I did have some new little wooden knob things here that I put up to hang towels on, but the towels kept falling off of it, like they were not good enough hooks. So I had to put this back for now. But yeah, here's our little country bathroom. I've just recently switched out this shower curtain. I did have a quilt topper up here as my shower curtain, but I wanted to switch it out for the fall and Christmas season. So I just found this tablecloth here at Goodwill and decided to use this as my new shower curtain. And I just really love the green gingham print on it. I think it looks beautiful, for fall, and I think that it will also work for Christmas. And then of course the toilet, don't nobody care about that. And then just some pictures and different things that I have in here that I have thrifted over time and tried to make, you know, just it look like a cozy country little bathroom. Now I did want to show y'all this soup tureen, and then I'm going to put it to music. So I thrifted this last year for fall, but it was after fall when I got it. So I'm so excited to be able to have it out this year and use it in my decor. So yes, I think the colors in that, they are just perfect. So I'm going to show y'all the rest of the bathroom just to some music. And again, this is just a bathroom that is used every day for, you know, everyday family living. But I will show you some up close clips of how I have it decorated with all of my beautiful thrifted pieces. Okay, and then coming out of the bathroom and back into the hallway, I just have, okay, so I have some incomplete things. So I have this frame here, which I do not have a picture in yet, but I've just got it into place, and now I need to get a family picture to go in there. So here at the end, I just have a wardrobe cabinet that I keep and store a lot of linens and games and school supplies and things like that in there. And then the most recent thing that I have done here in this haul is this shelf right here. Now, it is also not complete. I have just got this how I want it as far as the placement of everything. So I had this shelf in our guest room, and I just could never get it right. I could never figure out how I wanted to decorate it, what I wanted to use it for. This is another piece that my husband built, and it was in our attic. I finally had him bring it down, and I have been collecting and accumulating all of these little gold trimmed frames here just to put on this shelf. And I think that I finally have just the right amount that I'm comfortable now with the placement of everything and the decor that I have on here. So now that I've got everything in place how I want it, I'm gonna order some prints now. But I had to go ahead and get this filmed for y'all because I don't exactly know what all pictures I want to get and which ones I want to put in where. So I've kind of held off on that until I can really take the time to sit down and order the family pictures and prints and all that I want. But other than the little frames that I've been thrifting over time, and I have probably been thrifting a lot of these for about a year because I wanted this really cohesive type look here with just the little gold frames and glass and brass and just a couple of little white creamers. So I am loving how this has turned out, and I cannot wait to get all of my pictures printed for this. I think it is so pretty. Here's just what I have on the top if it will focus. All of these things here are thrifted and I just love it. I love, love, love how it has all come together. And I think I've got all the different heights right where I want them. And I just love it. It is so country. It's so primitive looking. When I am in here in my bedroom at night, I can lay down and I see this shelf perfectly. And what a beautiful sight it would be to look at all of my family, their pictures, and just go to bed with them being the last thing that I saw before I fell asleep. I just think that's precious. As you come down to the end of the hallway, of course, just here's some more thrifted decor and things here. You go into our guest bedroom, and I am going to turn the light on and see what the lighting does for us here. Okay, it's making it, yeah, let's turn, I don't like that. Let's turn that off. So we're going to just turn the light off because the lighting looked horrible. So anyway, this is our guest bedroom. I try to keep this very simple. This is where people stay when they come over. This is where the kids play a lot of times. Okay, had to play around with the lighting yet. Again, it is a very dark and gloomy day outside. It may not look like it, but it is. So I'm having a little bit of trouble with lighting. There's not a whole lot in this room. I try to keep it, again, like I said, just very minimal. Now this piece here, this is an antique vanity that belonged to my great grandma. I love this piece, and I just have it simply decorated with some more thrifted pieces. Okay, and just moving around the room, you'll notice that I have a lot of neutral colors in here for fall. And I just really like that look. That's a recent find from Goodwill. I'm really loving that piece. A couple little natural pieces here on the wall in the corner. Now, I'm not really sure about these curtains. I feel like they are really too light for the space, but for now, that's what we have. And then just, you know, the guest bed here. Some of y'all may remember this, a blanket that I thrifted not too long ago. Well, this is where I ended up putting it here on the guest bed, just kind of like, you know, a layering piece here at the end. So it would kind of tie in with those pillows. And then also recently, that big, y'all told me that was a quilt embroidery hoop thing. And I really like that. So I just put that above this bed and put a little fall wreath in it. I think it is so cute. And then over here, we just have a little primitive piece. I think that I got at Goodwill. And the dough bowl is actually from Hobby Lobby. But if you step back and look at it all together, I think that it just turned out really, really cute. If you were to come over here and stay, I think that you would be quite comfortable in this space. And then over here, I've talked about this before, how I took the closet doors down and I just put this curtain rod up here with these hooks. Just really like that look much better than the closet doors that were up there. Now I've had this little cabinet here for probably a couple years. I got this at a community-wide garage sale event for $10, and I have been using it ever since I got it as like an essential oil cabinet, and I'm really wanting to change it up. If I can get enough of a collection of like small little creamers where I have them just overflowing everywhere, I think I might add them to this. But for now, it's just kind of housing my essential oils and a couple little decor pieces there on the top. So yeah, this is the guest bedroom in our house, and we really like it. Okay, so this room, you will often hear me call it our homeschool room, and that's because for years and years and years, this was our homeschool room. It is now just more so my office because my daughter is now a senior and she has classes outside of the home at the college and a private academy and things like that. But it is just still in my head that this is the homeschool room. So I do say that often, but this is actually now just my office, or our office, where we keep a lot of our paperwork and where we do our bills and different things like that. Different little study times and things such as that. So there's not a whole lot going on in here. I do have it decorated a little bit, but not as much as I would like. I recently got this picture from Kelsey. So years ago, excuse me, her and I were both at a Goodwill, and I walked past this, walked past that, excuse me, and she ended up getting it. Well, she was getting rid of it the other day. She's had it for a few years. She didn't want it anymore. And so I told her that I definitely wanted that picture. It is a picture of all of the different courthouses, I believe, or like there's churches. I mean, it's just a bunch of different things, like this old sketch, and I really liked it. So I told her I wanted it. So I decided to hang it here in the office area over here by my desk, and I think it looks adorable. And there are so many thrifted pieces in here, including the desk chair. Now this little area over here is probably one of my favorite little spots in here. I just love this old typewriter table. Y'all definitely are the ones that told me what that was. I had no clue what it was, but I love this old table. And the books that I have in a basket all came from the garage sale as well. And anyway, I just love how this all tied in together, and the country look that it has just brings me pure joy, as well as all the decor here on the piano. I think it is just so precious all together. Again, all thrifted, all of it. Even the piano was gifted to us. Now, as much as I try to make this, you know, look pretty and kind of have the same type of style that I do throughout the rest of my house, I am going to just pan y'all around and show you that this hutch I have over here, it is definitely not decorated like I like right now. I don't know what's happening over here or why I have just kind of gave up on this spot for a minute, but I have. I do love this little hutch, and at one time I had it decorated beautifully how I liked it, and I think what happened is I took a lot of the decor off of here and put it on that shelf in my hallway. But this is also a very useful space, so I use this to keep study supplies and like calendars and planners and my Bible and a lot of my YouTube gear that I can grab real quick and run out of the room with. So I just really have not been in decor mood when it comes to this little hutch, but I'm sure for Christmas I will. But I did want to go ahead and show it to y'all just because this is real life, and sometimes things just, you know, decor wise are not really going how you want it. Now behind me, I'm not going to show you that because all that is, excuse me, is a couple of shelves with some storage, and one of those shelves just has a lot of our like mail and bills and different things like that, and I don't need to be showing all that on camera. So we're just gonna call that, like, I'll give you a little glimpse here, like here's a couple of the shelves right here, and again, they're nothing aesthetically pleasing there. It's just stuff you have to take care of your everyday business. So here's just another quick little overview of this room, and I do love the look of this room. I think I would like to paint it the heirloom white like I have pretty much a lot of the rest of my house, but I just haven't got around to that yet. Okay, now we will go into our master bedroom, And I actually really like how this room looks. It feels so cozy. Just all of the fall colors in here make you just want to, I don't know, snuggle up with a book, in my opinion. I think it turned out so good. Again, I had the lamps on and I had to turn them off. It just will not film good with those lamps on. But I get questions all the time when anybody sees me film this wall behind our bed. Y'all, that was a whole DIY project I did on our wall that is like faux brick, but it turned out so good that a lot of people really don't even know that it is faux brick, and I love it. I have a video on that. I'll try to link it below. For the bedroom portion here, let's just get into all of these beautiful little areas of my master bedroom that I have thrifted. And a lot of my fall things this year have actually come from Target. Several of these pieces that I got, like the floral mostly. So the floral in here and this candle came from Target. Everything else is from a thrift store or a garage sale, you know, something like that. But I just could not find these colors that I really, really loved anywhere except Target. I have looked Hobby Lobby, Michael's, you name it, Walmart. I've checked them all, and I just could not find this shade. This very natural, organic looking shade. And this candle smells so good. It is tobacco and bergamot. And it smells wonderful, y'all. And the candle glass here is also that color that I really, really like. Let me try to get y'all a little up close picture here of the faux brick. Yeah, this was a fun project, a very long project, but a fun one. And then I have a Facebook Marketplace door that we hung over our bed as our headboard. And this wreath is also from Target. It matches the little colors on the, it matches the faux florals over here beside the bed that I just showed you. Again, I love the colors in this, and I could not find anything similar to this anywhere, so I did go ahead and pay up a little bit to purchase that at Target. Now let's talk just a little bit about my bedding. So one thing that I absolutely love to purchase at least twice a year is some sort of new bedspread or comforter. I have a weakness for bedding, and getting underneath good, nice quality sheets and covers, that's important to me because I take my bedtime very seriously. But now I do have some thrifted pieces here. Let me try to get the brightness down. The sun has decided to come out now. So I did get all of these beautiful pillow shams. You'll see that there are 3 of them. I got 2 of them from Salvation Army one time, and then one of them is kind of different, and I got that, I don't know, at a different thrift store at another time. And I love those. And that is the only, no, the little green pillow is actually thrifted, as well as this quilt topper. Other than that, the other things I got at Target. So the bedspread that you see right here, this is from Target, and I love this color. Okay, again, you could not find this color anywhere else, but for the fall, I had to have this. I think that it is absolutely beautiful. I love it. So yes, I did pay up for this a little bit, but you know what? It brings me great joy, and I do not purchase a lot of things retail, so I save money in so many other areas. This little blanket also came from Target, and I love that dark chocolate brown. But here is the old quilt topper that I used to have as my shower curtain in the bathroom. So what I did is, when I took this down and put that green and white one up, I took this down, and the colors in it were perfect with that little pillow there. So what I did was give this a little wash on the gentle cycle, line dried it. After, you know, after it had been in the bathroom, I didn't want to put it on my bed. So after I got it all clean, I just folded it and put it here at the end of the bed, and I really, really, really like how this layered look came together here on my bed. Okay, so the lighting is going to get really crazy because we're over here by the window now. But this is the old sewing machine table that I use, and when I tell y'all that I have it opened up, this is what I mean. And then I have this big old cutting board sitting on top of the hole underneath, you know, here where the sewing machine is, just so that I can have all of this like a flat top here. So I love how this is all in the corner over here. And another thing I love about this sewing machine table is it is a little bit taller, and my air purifier, which I have off right now because it's kind of loud, but it's like my noisemaker at night, but it also purifies our air, especially while we sleep. So I usually have that on low, and then at night I turn it on high, and it slides perfectly right underneath there. So that works out really good even for that. All right, and then we're just going to move over here to the dresser. So I'll show y'all a couple little pictures here that I have from the thrift store. And then just over here to all the stuff on my dresser. Now all of the florals that you'll see in some of these arrangements, I bought a bunch of different florals from Hobby Lobby and kind of put all of these arrangements together myself. I just mixed and matched a bunch of different florals and put them in all of the different little pictures and different things like that I have. So that's where all of those came from. Now this one here I did get at Target just because it is the same color as that wreath and stuff, and it just kind of ties in really well with those colors. So I just kind of tucked it in there. This has all kind of stayed pretty much the same, which a lot of this has stayed the same just because if I really love it, I kind of leave it. I'll just add a few different little touches of florals or different things like that to it. So this is pretty much all kind of stayed the same over here in this corner. I really like it. So I just have kind of left everything over here as it was. Pretty simple. I'm going to pan back around just to kind of give you an overview. That sun is really coming out now. It had been storming here, so now the sun is coming out and my lighting is all getting a little bit different. But I just wanted to scan around and show y'all the room, so you kind of have a little bit of perspective too. And the other part that I did not show y'all was our big wardrobe that's over here, and that just has a lot of our clothes and stuff in it. And then I have a hope chest over here that my dad built me when I was 16 and gave to me. It's made out of cedar. And of course our TV is just right above that. Now I'm really thinking about doing to my closet what I did in the guest bedroom and putting like curtains up here instead of these doors, because they're very hard to get open, and they're the older type of doors that I'm not really into. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what to do here, so that may be something I change out in the near future. So yeah, here's one last little glance at the master bedroom. Okay, like I said, I know that this was different. I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing how I decorated for fall last year. And what's going to be even more fun is if you did watch this and then next week you can go over to my home and family channel and you will be able to see how I have decorated for 2024 and just see all of the differences and the changes and a lot of the new decor and just honestly how I move things around in my house. So when I was editing this video, it is so funny because like where one thing is in this video, you'll notice in my upcoming 2024 fall home tour, it is completely moved to a different space. I just move things around all the time and I love to do that. You don't always have to buy new decor. Sometimes you can just move it around and it makes it feel fresh and new that way as well. So anyway, we hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend. Have a blessed Labor Day weekend with your family. We love y'all and I'll see you really soon with a brand new video, which will probably be on Thrilled Thrifter Home and Family with my fall 2024 home tour. Have a good weekend.